So I've always had a love-hate relationship with Los Angeles, being a Utah girl and growing up in a tiny little town. I went to UCLA, and there was more people in all of UCLA than 3 times as many people at UCLA than my entire hometown. So it was a bit of a culture shock. So I spent this time of like trying to escape LA, but my work was here, and so I finally left and then got brought back to temporarily to work on a film project and fell in love with a man who was from Venice, and then joined an organization called Smarty and kind of discovered Venice beyond the boardwalk and beach scene and graffiti and homeless, and really discovered this whole community. I really found my tribe. You know, for the first time I knew my neighbors, and it felt like that sense that I'd always been longing for, that I grew up with in Utah, which was that small town feel and, you know, people who watch out for you. And there's rarely a time I don't go out and I don't run into someone I know. So it's kind of changed my whole perception of Los Angeles. I used to have friends who would say they wouldn't go west of the 405, who I wanted to smack. And now I kind of get it. I've moved my home here, and I'm in the process of moving my office. And I just want to walk everywhere and, you know, let the car sit and just get on my bike and really experience this community and culture. You know, and I gave up a huge, huge apartment, and I'm in the smallest space I've ever lived in, and I'm happier than I've ever been, because it's not about what's inside the box, it's about what's outside the box, which is community.
It sounds like you're so enthusiastic about Venice. It sounds like you're almost in love with Venice. Would you say that's true?
I am Venice obsessed. Yes, Venice is my new love affair. I don't think I could have lived in Venice. I went and volunteered in Cuba for a month, and that, I feel like living in Cuba for a month really prepared me, because before, I think the dirt and the grime and the homeless kind of intimidated me, and after being in Cuba, I'm like, I could do it. I can live anywhere. You know, it's just, I've given up a lot of space and a lot of material things, because it's not what it's really about at the end of the day. You know?
And how would you say that Venice is different from other places you've lived in LA?
I think Venice attracts a certain kind of person that you either kind of jive and get one another, or you don't. You know, my friend who introduced me to Venice would say it's where art meets crime, and you kind of have to go one street might, you know, be a little scary, and the next one is not. You know, it's very bohemian, very artsy, very real.